Hello students, this week we are going to deal with auxiliary verbs as a revision part of your grammar section. I have already completed this topic in complete detail with in the initial lectures. You all can go through that lecture also, and this lecture will give you complete notes regarding the topic, children. You all can jot down, as I always tell you to take down the notes, because this will be helpful for you during exams. And basically don't get dependent on the technology, because you never know what is stored next. So better take down the notes very thoroughly and be prepared for your exams. So let's begin with auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary means to provide additional or supplementary help. Auxiliary verb means helping verb which is used with the main verb. Auxiliary verbs express the main verb's tense, mood or voice. So in a nutshell, we all can tell you that auxiliary is a helping verb which helps you to structure the sentences, to form the tense, voices, mood, etc. So basically there are two types of auxiliary verbs, children. First over here is primary auxiliary, second one is modal auxiliary. So primary auxiliary we are going to just have a glance on that, because this specifically it is not going to come in your exams. We are concerned more with the modal auxiliary, so that detailed notes I have given you here in the lecture. And the primary auxiliary, just a nutshell, there are three branches of primary verbs: to be, to have, to do. Under the category of to be, we have words like am, is, are, was, were, been, being, will be. To have, under this category, we have five words: have, has, had, having, will have. And to do category, we have do, does, did, will do. This is the brief introduction regarding primary auxiliary verbs. Now let's have a look at modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verbs, basic four branches here. Let's see: can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, used to, need to, dare to, have to. Now one by one we are going to deal in detail, but before that, first we'll have a look at uses of modal auxiliaries. What is the exact purpose of modal auxiliaries in English sentences? Modal auxiliary is a verb that connects with another verb to express a mood or tense. It changes the meaning of the verb. Modal auxiliaries are used differently in different situations. They are effectively used with the base form of another verb. So this is basically a verb which connects with another verb in order to express your mood or tenses. And they are used in different situations differently, and it becomes really very effective when you actually try to form another verb with the base form of the given root verb. Okay, children. Now first category is can. We have four things here. Can shows ability, can shows possibility, can shows request, can shows permission as well. So let's have a look at few examples, few sentences which shows ability with the help of word can. I can speak English fluently. Mark can study 8 hours continuously. George can swim in the sea. They can perform well today. Now, these are the words which are being expressed in the category of ability. Can shows ability. Now, here, how does word can shows possibility? Let's have a look. My father can visit US this month. It can rain heavily tonight. She can come with me tomorrow. You can win lottery this summer. Now, how this specific word can be used in order to show request? Can I help you in this situation? Can we go there together? Can I sit here for a while? Can I use your laptop, please? Now, permission. You can go now. They can start to write a paper. You can't park your bike here. You cannot stay here for a long time. Now we have got word could. Now how this word could is utilized in different scenarios. First is possibility, ability, suggestion, request, permission. Let's see at the sentences. Possibility. Richard could be a leader of our team. You could cause a disease eating like this. We could go at beach tomorrow. She could be there with her friend. Ability, how this could is used to show the ability. I could handle the I could handle the office skillfully. My father could speak Latin fluently. Ahmed could work for 10 hours daily. I couldn't open the door in that condition. Suggestion. You could improve your English grammar. You could support your brother now. If you agree, we could go there to meet him. You could buy this product. Now request. Could you help me to complete it? Could I talk to your mother, please? Could you reserve one seat for me? Could you just take your seat and listen? Could you just take your seat, it should be, and listen? Now permission. You could use your tablet to find answers. Roger couldn't go to watch movie with friends. Could I ask something about this poem? Could I turn the fan on? Now shall. Futurity, suggestion, promise, threat, determination, obligation, prohibition. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 situations in which shall could be used as a modal auxiliary. Futurity, in order to predict or in order to tell something about future. I shall bring some books for you. We shall visit London next week. After lunch, I shall start to write an essay. We shall play rugby on our school ground. Suggestion. Shall I help you to cross the road? Shall we leave this place right now? Shall I take a left turn to reach Opera House? It's raining. Shall I close the window? Now promise. I shall get you a car for your birthday. We shall be the winner of this contest. I shall stay with you in hospital. We shall preserve our friendship forever. Threat. You shall be punished very soon. You shall be taken to court for this crime. You shall not live happily by opposing me. You shall not allow to marry with her. This is threatening sentences. Now determination. You shall work hard to get success. We shall get our work finished. by 11 p.m. He shall use his strength to reach the hilltop. Sarah shall face all difficulties on her way. Next is obligation. Obligation means compulsion. Students shall not make noise in library. You shall wear mask at public places. The visitors shall provide their ID proof. Company shall take responsibility of security. Prohibition. You shall not drive without license. Prohibition means restriction, children. Yeah. Tourists shall not take selfie here. Without mask, you shall not go in. People should not or shall not smoke in cinema theater. Were the sentences in the situation of restriction, restricted area. Now, should. Now, how many situations over here, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moral duty first, obligation second, advice third, suggestion fourth, assumption fifth, expectation sixth. These are the scenes or the situations in which you all can use should. First, moral duty. We should respect our parents. We should take care of animals and birds. Government should support flood victims. Philip should look after his grandfather. These are the moral duties of anyone of us. Now, obligation, compulsory. You should regularly sanitize your hands. You should follow the traffic rules. Employees should not leave before 5 p.m. They should attend the meeting tomorrow. Now, advices. Let's have a look at the advices. You should drive carefully in rainy season. He should stop to blame his father. Louis should contact his family doctor now. Children should not waste their time playing. Now let's have a look at suggestions, children. You should test your blood and sugar. One should eat leafy vegetables daily. You should help your son to draw a picture. Andrea should avoid to go in this situation. Assumption. Assumption means you are assuming the scenario. You are assuming, or Thomas. Let's have a look at the sentences. Thomas should get back up before 10 a.m. Then I think we should score 300 runs today. The price should be between $20 to $30. It's too hot today. Should be raining tonight. Expectation. I was thinking about the synonym of assumption, the hypothetical situation. You assume an hypothesis there. So assumption shows you hypothesis, children. Now expectation. The guests should be arriving anytime. They should find this blog quite useful. This website should be useful for all. You should read it before you sign in. Now, will. These are the situations of will. Will could be utilized in various scenes, various situations. Futurity, request, determination, promise, refusal, willingness, certainty. Okay, let's have a look at this. Will. Futurity. Sentences are: he will join the meeting soon. Gerald will make all necessary arrangements. They will start to study English grammar. My mother will visit Australia next week. Request. Will you please give your phone? Will you sit here for half an hour? Will your brother participate in party? Will the visitors wait there until I am free? Request. best format. Determination now, children. They will play to win today. Gloria will start to walk 10 kilometers daily. We will visit Jerusalem next year. She will work hard until she becomes successful. Promise. I will meet you every single day. These are the situations of promising someone. I will help you in all your activities. I will never forget you till my last breath. Nathan will take the responsibility of his education. Refusal. I will not support you to type a blog. They won't accept your unplanned project. Your father will not permit this marriage. The teacher will definitely tell you to write it again. Willingness. I will surely help you. We will start a business in partnership. He will distribute masks on the occasion of his birthday. Doris will donate his blood in blood donation camp. These are the situations of willingness, whereby we all can use will. Now, certainty. Mostly this type of sentences are being asked in the board exams. I will definitely be there, don't worry. It will not rain tomorrow. They will finish the work by tomorrow. Keith will surely be selected in basketball team. Now the next word is would. Past habit or routine. Wish or willingness. Polite offer or desire. Conditional. Consequence. Request. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would is utilized in 6 different situations under the category of modal auxiliary. Let's have a look at the first scene or first situation, children. Past habit or routine. We would play football every Sunday. Every Sunday it should be. Arthur would walk 5 miles daily. He would always be late for physics class. We would eat pizza in this canteen. Wish or willingness. I would like to deliver a speech on that occasion. I would become a global English expert, inshallah. My sister would marry with a good friend. I would attend the ceremony with my family. Now, polite offer or desire, children. Take down the sentences in your notebook. Would you like to take a cup of tea or coffee? Would you buy this car for your son? I would give 10% discount on this shopping. I would add you in my Facebook group. Conditional. If I were a teacher, I would teach using technologies. If I were a police, I would not allow you to go there. If I were you, I would solve all questions. I would decide to bat first if I were the captain. These are the question or the situation which are conditional in nature. Now, consequence means results. Outcome. He would be punished if he found guilty. If you support me, I would start a website. He would regain his confidence if you console him. If he goes there, they would beat him. Request. Would you add me in your Telegram channel? Would you participate in annual sports? Would you please park my car there? Would you please go there to smoke? Situation of request, whereby we all can use would. Now, may, children. Possibility, it shows permission, it shows request, it shows wish, it shows polite offers. Now let's take a look at the sentences of possibility under the category of may as a modal auxiliary. It may rain heavily. James may get first class in exams. It's a typing error, children. Make it a correction over there. James may get first class in exam. She may not perform today. I may go to Canada next month. Permission. May I come in, sir? May I use your cell phone? Only staff may use this office. They may invent COVID-19 vaccine. Request. May I speak to Mr. William, please? The office closes. You may go now. You may wait there for some time. You may stand in queue. Wish. May God bless you a lot. Amen. May you have a happy new year. Amen again. You may achieve great success. Amen. You may be the winner of the final match. Amen. May all the blessings come true in your life, children. Now, polite offer. May I share my story with you? May I add you in my Facebook group? May we start a business together? May I pay the interest of the loan? Might shows least possibility. May shows possibility, but might shows least possibility. And under the least possibility, least suggestions, least conditional, least permission, least to request. Okay. It might rain heavily tonight. Less chances, but it might rain. They might come by train. She might pass the driving test today. Mark might be late due to bad weather. Suggestion. You might consider running every morning. Joyce might not study chemistry today. He might control his anger. They might not go to beach in this situation. Conditional. If you don't wear a sweater, you might catch a cold. I might meet the patient if you allow me to go in. If they won the toss, they might win the match. Sharon might support you if you ask her permission. Might I come in, ma'am? You might go on tour for 10 days. Scott might upload all PDFs now. They might meet the minister one by one. Requests. Might I have a tea, please? Might I ask one question now? Might you offer your seat to this old lady? You might stop quarreling with her. Must. Must shows compulsion, children. You must attend the lectures regularly. You must solve all 20 questions. They must pass the fitness test first. Johnny must be there before 11 o'clock. Obligation. We must respect our teachers. He must help his brother in this situation. You must follow all traffic rules. You must wear seat belt while driving. Determination. I must stand first in college this year, inshallah. John must become a software engineer. All nations must fight against COVID-19. We must learn computer for better future. Advices. You must use mask wherever you go. She must inform her mother about illness. We must sanitize our hands frequently. They must avoid playing mobile games. Threat. I must call police if you find guilty again. I must hack the data in your computer. You must not live in this apartment. I must kidnap your son. Intentions. I must submit my profile next week. We must have the house painted soon. Necessity. You must remove your shoes outside. We must measure blood oxygen level daily. Prohibition. You must avoid smoking at public place. You must not carry mobiles in exam hall. Now we have got ought to. Expectations or advice. You ought to change your behavior. Marilyn ought to wake up at 5 a.m. Students ought to go to library in queue. We ought to avoid eating fast food. Now probability. We ought to have completed it by the evening. George ought to deliver a speech soon. The guest ought to arrive by train. We ought to get a reply tomorrow. Obligation. We ought to protect birds and animals. You ought to listen carefully before you write. You ought to pay your loans installment. They ought to support tsunami victims. Yes. The books ought to be enough for the whole school. Our football team ought to win today. All teachers ought to go on tour next week. Smith ought to start his magic show again. This was all about model auxiliary, children. Hopefully you must have understood everything nicely. Take down the notes properly and try to prepare for your exams. Thank you.